Hello everyone, it's Diego Doom here, and today I'm bringing another review. Today I'll be reviewing S.H. Figuarts Kamen Rider Another Agito. Kamen Rider Another Agito comes from the show Kamen Rider Agito. Kamen Rider Agito originally aired back in 2001, and it follows the adventures of Sugami as he battles the unknown. Now, you have to bear with me, I did not get to see much of Kamen Rider Agito, so I do not know much of the background of Another Agito. So in the comments below, fill me in and let it be known about this character's history. Kamen Rider Another Agito has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, and fantastic articulation. What drew me to this figure the most is just how unique he looks, and I put a huge emphasis on his sculpt. It's very neat and very cool, so that's what drew me to this character, even though I do not know much of his background history. But nonetheless, let's check out Another Agito's accessories. Okay, let's check out Kamen Rider Another Agito's accessories. So Another Agito here comes with several accessories. He has 3 pairs of hands and 1 additional head. So first, let's check out the hands. So the first pair of hands that Agito comes with are his open hands here. We'll check that out. And you'll notice his hands are very nicely detailed, very nicely sculpted. From what I've seen and the bare bits and pieces I read, Another Agito is more of a biological rider, maybe something like Amazon in a sense. So this is very, biological, not necessarily a suit. So this is pretty cool, very monster-esque if you would put it in that sense. So very nice detailing here, very neat, very cool. You know, the nice claws here and everything like that. The tips are not necessarily accented white. I don't think his hands are like that in the show or anything like that, but still. Very cool hands, very nicely detailed and very nicely sculpted. And as usual, the hands are on a ball joint peg. That's how you would plug these in. So very neat, very cool. The next pair of hands are his, I think these are his signature hands or somewhat of like his Henshin pose hands. I could be wrong. This might just be like slightly less open hands, but I have seen a lot of images of him with these hands, his hands slightly open but not particularly closed, if that makes any sense. So these are very nice, very neat, very cool hands here. Wonderfully sculpted. Very nice and very neat here. Very great detailing here. Pretty cool. And one thing that made this figure unique is just that as far as the sculpt, it reminds me of the S.I.C. figures where they're, all the Kamen Riders have somewhat of a monstrous and more of a biological look and feel to every single figure. So it's pretty cool. And then the final pair of hands here are his almost gripping but together hands. I'm not really sure how to describe these hands here. But nonetheless, as you can see, very cool. A wonderful sculpt here. Very nice detailing, and it all fits on a ball joint peg, so definitely cool. So, Another Agito's final accessory is his alternative head. Now, this alternative head here reveals his teeth, and I notice when he's in aggressive poses, he reveals his teeth, and we can compare this to the other head here. This is the standard head that's normal on the figure, so he has his mouth guard down, and then the other head here, the teeth exposed. So pretty cool. Very fearsome. Very neat and very cool. And you'll also notice, this nice compound eyes and everything like that. We'll get into that in just a second, though. Definitely cool piece. Definitely cool. Very nice detailing here on the helmet here. Looks very somewhat natural and ferocious, as you can see. Definitely cool. So, this wraps up Another Agito's accessories. Let's check out the figure review itself. Okay, so let's check out the Another Agito figure itself. So the first thing you'll notice, Another Agito has a fantastic sculpt. He's very reminiscent of the S.I.C. figures and the fact that it's such a monstrous and very, very detailed figure here with the sculpt. So it's very neat and very cool. Another Agito has fantastic paint applications and a fantastic range of articulation. So first, let's start with Another Agito's head. So for Another Agito here, as you can see, a very monstrous look. I have his accessory head on right here. with the teeth exposed because it makes him look more fearsome. Very cool. So the first thing you notice, these very, very nice compound eyes here. They're very nicely done. They're very nicely done on all the Kamen Rider figures. So, that's definitely kudos to the Figuarts line because, those small details, go a long way with these figures. So it's definitely cool. So as far as Another Agito's articulation when it comes to his head here, his head is on a ball joint, which can be revealed here. If we get that head off, right there. And the joint moves around quite a bit. Plug that head back in. So you have a nice range of movement here. Let's get that into focus. So you have a nice range of movement here, up and down, all around. His neck moves too, so very cool. Left to right, up and down. Nice range of movement in the head. In the arms here, first with the shoulders, arm can go up pretty high here. He has a ball joint for his shoulder here, so a very nice rotation there. Very cool. Now you have the shoulder flap here, which follows with the shoulder very nicely, so it creates a seamless transition from the shoulder down to the arms to kind of eliminate these gaps. So very cool. He has some bicep movement here, so you can twist that arm there. He has some very nice double jointed elbows here. Very cool. The hands are on a ball joint peg. Very neat, very cool. Very nice accents here. These little grasshopper spine or frills. Very cool. In the chest area here, he has a range of movement here in his upper chest. And then he has a little bit of an ab crunch going on here. Very cool. And he can turn at the waist. So very cool. And it's nice to see that the belt does go with him a little bit too. So very cool. Then in the hip area here, now this is an earlier Figuarts release. So this is, kind of the mid step of the hip joint versus the previous figures like Black RX. So, it's almost perfected here. So the hip here, you have that nice range of kick here. You pull the hip down. You get an even wider range there. Let's see. Got the joint a little bit awkward. But you get the gist. Very nice range of articulation here in the hips. In the knees, very nice double jointed knees here. Very cool. Very nice. Pretty far back. And one thing I noticed too, there seems to be pits in his upper thighs to kind of compensate for these grasshopper spines. So it's very cool. Get a very neat a dynamic, rider kick out of him. So very cool. If he does that, which I'm pretty sure he does, because it's a signature Kamen Rider move there. Very cool. Then here in the feet, you just have, they're on a ball joint somewhat. Got that left-right movement there. Very cool. Then the toes are articulated. And these feet, I'm pretty sure, are not die-cast. So that's something to be aware of. But nonetheless, it's still a cool figure. So, as a whole, Another Agito Sculpt is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. It's very cool, very monster-esque here. So you can see all this detailing here in the chest. Very cool. And the shoulder pads, you have like the Agito logo here on his left shoulder pad. See that right there. Very cool. On the back, you have these angel wings, I guess, to reveal his scarf or something signature of that, similar to that. So very nice detailing in this figure as a whole. Very neat, very cool. Some very nice accents. I wish I knew more about the character, but I do not. But I can definitely appreciate his figure. So definitely cool. A very nice representation of Another Agito. Very neat and very cool. Nice detailing here in the henshin belt. Yeah, very nice. So this sculpt is just really fantastic here on this figure. That's what drew me to this figure in the first place. Like, wow, this figure is very cool. I don't know much about the character, but I'll definitely pick up his figure. So definitely cool. So with the figure review out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review. To conclude the review, S.H. Figuarts Kamen Rider Another Agito is another great release in the S.H. Figuarts line. Another Agito has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, and a fantastic range of articulation. This figure is very nice, very neat, very cool, and very unique. So I definitely think you should pick this figure up. It's definitely as a whole a cool, a unique release. Whether you're a fan of Kamen Rider Agito or not, you should definitely pick this one up because this guy's definitely unique. Very cool. This has been another review by Diego Doom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.